Hey guys, this is Paul Procyse. Hey, I'm reviewing the footage of the Oversight Committee hearing for the Afghanistan withdrawal, and they are drilling Secretary Blinken and his role of the Afghanistan withdrawal. And it gets to Representative Brian Mast. He's the Republican out of Florida, 18th District, and he has... he's not having any of it. He, by the time that it finally gets to him, it's an hour or so, or maybe hour and a half into it. And he's heard Blinken, quite honestly, lie about Biden's exchange, the phone call between him and the president, the Afghan president. And he just basically corners him in this and said, wait a second, is this true? And, well, you be the judge of it, and I'll let you hear the whole exchange. You've got to listen to the whole thing. It's a little bit long, but stick with it. I promise you, stay to the end. It's worth every minute of it.
I yield back, Chairman.
Gentleman's time has expired. I now recognize Representative Brian Mast of Florida for 5 minutes.
Mr. Secretary, as the transcript, the leaked transcript, as you referred to it, says, did the President Biden work with the coward exiled president of Afghanistan to manipulate the intelligence about the Taliban?
What the president said to then President Ghani in private is exactly what he said in public, that the issue was not whether Afghanistan had the capacity to withstand the Taliban, it's whether it had the will and the plan to do so. He urged him
the transcript is a lie. It's
have
false.
That plan.
It's incorrect. He did
not work. To bring people together in unity.
You're saying it's false, it's a lie, it's incorrect. He did not work to tamp down the intelligence on the Taliban.
Absolutely not.
So the transcript is incorrect. That's your testimony today.
The intelligence that we had, we've already discussed at some length about what the assessments were of the Taliban and its capacity to take over the country.
I think that everybody looking for an explanation about what happened and how everybody got it so wrong, how your administration got it so wrong, needs to look at that as the most likely explanation, asking the president to manipulate the intelligence of what was actually going on with the Taliban. And I'm going to tell you the 13 families that deserve most to really hear the honest answers on that. It's these families. Marine Lance Corporal Kareem Nakui. His family deserves to truly know that. Marine Corporal Dagan Page. His family truly deserves to know if that's why they are missing their son because intelligence was manipulated. Marine Lance Corporal Riley McCullum, 20, wife expecting their first child. Sister said he was going to be the best dad ever. They deserve to know if that's what happened and that's why everything went so wrong. Marine Sergeant Nicole Gee, 23 years old. You can see her there holding a young child. Her family deserves to know if that's why everything went so wrong, because that intelligence was manipulated. Marine Lance Corporal David Espinoza, just 20 years old. Family deserves to know if that's why everything went so wrong is because the intelligence was manipulated. Marine Corporal Humberto Sanchez, just 22 years old. Mother said, my kid was a hero. That's what was said. That's what his mother said. Deserves to know if that's why everything went so wrong, because the intelligence got manipulated. Marine Lance Corporal Jared Smits, just 20 years old. Family deserves to know if that's why everything went so wrong. Marine Corporal Hunter Lopez, just 22, son of 2 sheriffs, plan to follow in their footsteps. Their family deserves to know if that's why everything went so wrong is because you all worked to manipulate the intelligence of what was going on the ground there. Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Darren Hoover, his family said, I love you, son. Check in on us. We will try to make you proud. They deserve to know if that's what happened, if that's how everything went so wrong in Afghanistan. Marine Corps Sergeant Johanny Rosario Picardo, family deserves to know if that's why everything went so wrong, because you all worked to manipulate the intelligence of what was going on with the Taliban. Marine Lance Corporal Dylan Marola, just 20. Family said he always had a smile on his face, was the kindest person. They deserve to know if that's why everything went so wrong, because you all manipulated intelligence. Army Staff Sergeant Ryan Canals, the ultimate honor he could give was to give back to his country. He would not be sorry. He would not regret it. That's what his family said. They deserve to know if you manipulated intelligence, if President Biden manipulated intelligence, and that's what led to everything going so wrong. Navy Corpsman Maxton Soviak, just 22. His family deserves to know if that's why everything went so wrong. We deserve hearings on what's going on with that leaked transcript. We deserve to know why there are others that remain in Afghanistan. Mark Frericks, Navy veteran, disappeared in Coast Province January 30 of 2020. We deserve to know what's going on with his release. These are things that have to be answered for. I do not believe whatsoever what you're saying about the administration not working to manipulate that intelligence. To me, that is the most logical explanation of how so many in the intelligence community got this so wrong about what was going to happen in Afghanistan. Why it would seem somehow logical for President Biden to leave the, quote, most advanced military weaponry, why some would not speak out against that if they were getting the false intelligence because it was coming from the top down to manipulate it. In my opinion, that's absolutely aid and comfort to the enemy. I absolutely wonder if you were complicit in this as well. I find it hard to believe that President Biden would do that without you being aware of this. And these are things that we deserve to know better answers, have better hearings on this. I do not believe a word that you're saying on this.
Simply put,
I do not wish to hear from you. I'm not
simply
yielding you a
put,
moment
Congressman,
of time.
what you
I'm
said
not
is
yielding
dead
you a moment
wrong.
of time. I don't wish
There
to
was
hear
no
your lies.
manipulation
You've
of
heard your
intelligence,
lies when you step
period.
up in front of the camera.
And
Not listening
you
to
have all been
Don't wish to hear
regularly
your lies.
apprised of the intelligence
No, thank you for your
assessments.
lies.
All the way
Not
through over
the gentleman
three
was
months.
suspended.
And
Not looking to hear your
that is
lies.
simply
The gentleman's
not true.
time.
Not looking to hear
The
the
gentleman's
secretary's
time
lies.
has expired.
And so has the
The
secretary.
gentleman's time has expired.
so is the secretary.
The secretary can answer the question.
I didn't ask him a question.
You did ask a question.
I don't want to hear from the secretary.
gentleman's time
he lies to
has
us when he
expired.
steps in front of the camera. That's
The
what he
gentleman's
does.
time
Lies to us when he
has
steps in front of the
expired.
camera. Expects the
Secretary,
Taliban to live up
the
to their
gentleman's
commitment to
time
counterterrorism. Least
has
believable
answered-
thing I've ever heard.
The gentleman's time has expired.
People need to use common
The
sense with
gentleman's
this
time
secretary.
has expired. We're here to hear from the secretary.
Not to hear
The
lies.
gentleman's time has expired. Mr. Secretary, if you wish, you may answer the question.
We don't need to hear lies.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to respond briefly, what the congressman said is simply wrong, period. Second, I think virtually every member of this committee has had access to or been apprised of the intelligence assessments throughout the year. And you know what they were, you know what they are. And we will continue to provide those assessments and those briefings in the weeks and months ahead. You've heard the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff say that he has not seen anything that indicated to him or to anyone else that the Afghan government and military would collapse in 11 days. The Director of National Intelligence has said that even in the days leading up to the Taliban takeover, intelligence agencies did not say collapse was imminent. This unfolded more quickly than we anticipated, including in the intelligence community. And I could go on. So what has been said and alleged is simply not true.
And that would be.
I now recognize the gentlewoman from Nevada,
If President
Christina
Biden was
Titus from
manipulating
Nevada,
intelligence.
is now
Obvious
recognized
assessment.
for
That
5
makes
minutes.
sense. That's why it all adds up.
The gentleman's
Mr.
time has
Chairman.
expired.
He definitely
And the
proved the
gentleman
point.
will cease immediately.
He definitely proved the
The
point.
gentleman
Well,
will
thank you.
cease immediately.
Well, he proved the point. Thank you for letting him prove it. I appreciate that.
I now recognize
Hey guys, that was definitely a crazy exchange there between the congressman and Blinken and the committee chairman. That's definitely one for the books. But if you can support anything that I do and are feeling led to help me out in any shape or form, or are you just looking for something to do, whether it's built.com, promo code Paul, you can go there, or you can go to the About Me page on my website, paulprocess.com. There's a million different ways for you to support me. And if you are able to in any way, go ahead and do that. Go to paulprocess.com and the About Me page, and you can find, just scroll through there, and there's different ways that you can get involved or subscribe or any of those kinds of ways. All right. We'll see you. Bye.